what we're going to do is we are going to make a golf ball, or golf balls. One thing you could do is you could actually just buy a candy mold and just pour white chocolate into the candy mold. They have them for golf balls. You can find them online or at your local cake shops. They always have golf balls because it's such a popular name. But if you don't have that at home or you don't feel like going out and getting it, you could just take some white fondant and roll it into a ball like this. Now if you're rolling it and you notice that you have lines in your fondant, which I don't have in that one, but let me see if I can kind of show you. When I'm rolling it like this and you have these little lines, that means you're not applying enough pressure between your two hands as you're rolling it. The harder you push, the more that'll get smoothed out and you won't have the lines in it. Okay, so then you could just take the ball like that, place it down. This is a ball tool, and all you have to do is just lightly push. So I do one and then go in between. And you just want to go kind of all the way around. I mean, the bottom will probably flatten out a little bit, but that'll be fine because that's going to be in the grass anyway. It's easier to pick it up now with a spatula and then just set it aside. Okay, all right, then the next thing I want to do is make the golf clubs. Okay, so this is one of them right here. This is one of the regular clubs that I've made, and it's just fondant and a dowel. So I've got some dowels here. Just take the fondant and then just kind of roll it in a V. And I want it to be a little thinner here, a little thicker here. Lift this up. So you start it like that, then you place it down, push this up like that. Take this and insert it, and then kind of push this up. Okay, then what I do is with my fingers, I just kind of flatten it out a little bit. You want it flatter here than down here. Okay, now what I do is I take this fondant smoother that I used earlier and push down. So I'm at an angle. Let me see if I'll turn it this way so you get a better view. I'm pushing it down like this, about a 45-degree angle, and then push it up at the base and then back down. And at this point I actually take something and go ahead and trim it here, and I trimmed it here also. You may need to take your fingers and kind of smooth it a little bit. Okay, so just take this as a smaller skewer and just push that in to make the little lines. And then what I do is just lift this whole thing up and then let this dry. Now you can do it a couple of different ways. You can just let it dry flat like that, and then the next day it's a good idea to flip it over and let this part dry. This club right here, okay, that's the one you usually tee off with. So that I went back to the dark fondant. So first again, I want to roll it into a ball. Okay, and then put my hands in that V, and about 2/3 of the way down, kind of roll it back and forth so that some of the ball is below the V shape. And at this point I can go ahead and place it down, pull this up, so I'm bending that upward. Take the skewer, insert the skewer, and push this fondant up. Okay, now this part, just go ahead and kind of flatten this down. Sometimes it's easier to lift it up. In this area right here, I want to kind of smooth that out a little bit, so I don't want that little crease right there. Okay, so this you would just let dry. Again, you can use this to kind of flatten it a little bit more on the bottom. Put that off to the side.